How's it going, internets? I hope you're having a lovely day. It's that time again. It's time to get that imagination running wild. It's time to get creative, and it's time to get inspired. And today's inspiration comes from the phenomenal Bernie Wrightson. If you're not familiar with his work, check right over here. He is the amazing creator and penciler and painter and just overall illustrator extraordinaire behind a bunch of series that you probably are familiar with. He was the big creative mind behind the Swamp Thing. He also did a bunch of stuff with Frankenstein. He's worked on Batman and Superman and a bunch of stuff at Marvel as well. And overall just a ton of really strong and amazing comic book work overall. So we'll just leaf through a couple. This is a beautifully rendered Swamp Thing. I mean, just the anatomy is really cool. You can tell it's really mixes that element of fantasy with the element of the reality or something that we can all relate to. I love the layout and composition of this one. Just really leads your eye all the way through the entire composition. You got this stick helping the composition. These rocks are all leading there, and a big bright light overall. Just a great composition and layout here. I really like this one. I thought this was pretty cool idea, kind of like a centaur alien creature out in space, and then versus kind of like a 1950s maybe 1960s kind of astronaut character. It feels very kind of 60s sci-fi era, maybe 70s. This one definitely, I really liked this. I thought that was a very cool creature, cool anatomy. Like I said, it's that blend of, really imaginative mind with a great understanding of the fundamentals, so you can blend the two and make your ideas really come to life. This one, I thought this creature right here had a really cool, unique face and great hand posing and rendering and everything there too. And yeah, he's definitely someone who's kind of newer to my radar. I found out about him through part of a couple different Frazetta groups, and Frazetta definitely said that his work was definitely up and coming and could was going to change things and really help evolve the comic book industry, and he really spoke highly of Bernie Wrightson. So definitely that's where if one of my favorites talks about someone in a positive light, I definitely want to look at their work as well. I love this one, that great, almost like Cthulhu-like swamp sticks and what is that? Would that be more creature or more anatomical, like blood and veins? See, that's why it's cool. It gets you thinking about stuff. And this one I thought was just a great layout all overall. Strong anatomy, strong poses, great composition overall. Well, the way those toes are set up, really great. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into our animation for today. This is the Buckid, or Buckid, I believe, rig. It's a free rig you can grab over in Creative Crash. I will link link to it down in the description below, along with some more stuff on Bernie Wrightson if you guys want to check out his great work as well. And if you're not familiar with what we do here, first off, thanks for watching. You guys are awesome and amazing. And what we do for the rest of the videos, we give ourselves 48 frames. It's 2 seconds of animation. I go out and I find a different rig every day to share with you guys. It's always a free rig, so it's definitely a free resource that you guys can try out. And then it challenges me to try to come up with different ideas all the time, so it keeps me getting creative, and hopefully in the end you feel like there's someone in the art world out there struggling with you every day, being by your side. Maybe you learn something along the way, or bare minimum, at least you get inspired to go off and create your own stuff. So that being said, let's go ahead and play around with this guy, see what we can come up with. Yeah, let's create polygon primitives, do a cube. But I was thinking for this one, something that I haven't done for a little while is really try and sell some weight here. So what I was thinking is we do a push of a heavy box that wouldn't actually move. Let's see if we can sell that it would. That idea, basically. Sorry, I got the hiccups here. Let's zero that out. But I thought this would be a fun rig to try that on. It seemed like it would be fairly from what I can tell. Again, I haven't used it before. It seems like it'd be fairly easy to get that kind of idea out of this kind of a rig. So first off, let's take the hands and let's get them planted here. Get a good storytelling pose if we can. We want to push them against there. Let's get the hips leaned over there. Rotate them that way. And let's take these chest controllers and rotate back. And let's probably push the hips down a little bit. And let's bring one of the feet back a little bit more. Maybe we could do a little more heel. Okay, maybe not ball pivot. And push it forward like that. And maybe a little bit here too. Still like to keep a good amount of straights though. That helps sense of weight there. And let's go ahead and get these hands. Let's go and rotate it down first. And just like doing two, so let's move it over. Okay. There we go. And let's get it pressed here. I really want to excel that it's pressed up against there. And let's go bring this hand in here. And what did we do before? Like that. And like this, I believe. That way we're just using two axes. That way you can get a little bit better posing if we do that. And then go in and tweak with the third one a little later. And just add a little bit of that just so we make sure that it looks flat against that box here. And let's pull the elbows down here as well. And maybe we'll pull the hands down a little bit more. And really push those hips over and down a little bit. You know what? I think we're going to take the hands and the box and move them a little bit closer. And let's take the head and let's kind of push it against there. Try and get that nice line of action if we can throughout the body here. Take the neck back a little bit more. Bring those feet in just a little bit more. And we'll go ahead and rotate the hips a little there and there. X. Sure. And let's do it a little bit. Rotate. There we go. Now let's go and give him the hand. Okay. Just spread that at least so we can get something different in these hand poses because we got to keep them kind of flat here. So we'll have one thumb go out, one thumb go in. Feels like that's a fairly good starting pose here. Maybe we could pull that hand down a little bit more and maybe rotate it just slightly. Still feels like it's pretty planted on there. Okay, so let's go ahead and make sure we have nothing selected except for our nerve curves, nerve surfaces, and polygons. Let's go ahead and save our file again. And we are using Autodesk Maya 2014 for this guy. And let's go ahead and set our frame range from 0 to 48. And let's go ahead and grab everything here and set our first key at 0. Let's go to 10. It's kind of strange. Why is it doing it like that? Okay, I guess we'll just gonna key everything here individually. So I want to keep these poses that we have. I feel like it's a fairly good starting pose. But there's probably some value that this rig brings in there that we don't want to key. So we'll just key the main attributes that we're going to be using here instead of keying everything. We'll go and push it forward a little bit more. Down. Rotate the hips down there. Back a little bit more. So we'll kind of push more in there. So let's see. Foot slip back here, circle. So. This one slip back a little too. We'll do some quick little slips here. He tries to go forward and then slips. So back again. Let's see. Do a couple of those little slip steps. Back again. Let's see. We might add a little bit of lift in here. Let's see. This last one can probably be a little bit more forward. to stay pretty close to it. There we go. That looks pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna have to adjust a little bit more. It's just too far back. Actually go down a little bit. And they'll because we still want those streets. Put that in a little bit. Put that in a little bit. Put that in a little bit. Put that in a lot. So it's like that's too much. Let's see. Intersecting there too much. Let's see. Maybe it's not pushing enough over here. I feel like this is probably enough. And then I'm going to adjust the head. So that it's not intersecting. This is definitely too distracting, so I gotta clean up. Let's see. Take this, hold it for a couple of frames. Maybe we're just not getting that hold enough. Let's see. We got the timing a little bit, but I feel like that's a little bit better. It's mixed it up a little bit, and we have a little bit more of those holds there. Let's go ahead and do delete everything that we have on this hand here. maybe only one lift and replant. It's not a little bit of slide there. Pull the elbows out a little bit more. Kind of get that nice pushing movement. This looks like more of a place that one would naturally push from. Maybe it would push upward too instead of down. Yeah, that looks a little better. There we go. Yeah, I think that's a better idea. Yeah, let's go and pull it down to start with here. Feels better. Now, one thing we do have to be aware of is the heads intersecting here a little bit more, so we need to make sure that we're not doing that. Still, the chin's going in too much there, so let's make sure that we do something more like that. Closer. I think we just might need to take that translate. Is that C? Pull it back a little bit. Do a little bit more just so we don't get that intersection there. There we go. use that kind of like a mouth. Some tremble in that jaw as well. Sell it. Do that forms. It doesn't have to be exact thing here because we're just adding tremble to it, so it might feel a little more. Feels like it needs to be smaller and quicker. So let's cut each one down by frame. Let's look at it now. Maybe okay if I do a frame quicker than that too. Let's try that. 2 more frames before it goes into that. We'll do a slow one as it comes out, just to mix up the timing. There we go. Okay, let's look at this front here. Set that, do a little bit of a lift here. Let it rotate there. A little bit more, a little bit of tilt wiggle. Okay, maybe a little bit too much tilt wiggle though. So I'll narrow that down, but I think I like that more. It feels like it's contacting a little better. And let's do another raise here. Rotate back, a little bit of tilt wiggle, a little bit of tilt lift, and back down. Again, a little bit of what I haven't done for a while. Let's go ahead and save our file here. A little bit of raise here. A little bit of rotate back, a little bit of toe wiggle. Let's see what that out. Okay, so let's go work that out. too much, so let's just do a teeny bit of it. Just so I can get something going on the other side. Okay, let's do a little bit on the hand. Set that. Just so we can do a little bit of a finger drag here. Just so there's a little bit of different timing there. Let's see, do they have a, they do have a left and right blink, cool. Maybe I'll just make one eye twitch a little bit. We'll do every other one. So when one gets big, the other one gets small. Just to add some more like kind of tension throughout there. So this one would have gotten bigger there. This one would get smaller. Bigger. Smaller. And again, just a little bit. Just like if the jaw's clenching so that you really see that there's like. Okay. I think those need to be a bit faster. So we'll cut them down by a frame. Let's just minimize that a little bit more. Let's go with that. Let's hold that kind of point on another frame there. push, 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 push. Yeah. I feel like there's some expression change there. Okay, let's go ahead and this hand push up a little bit more. Let's start it down a little bit. Yeah, I'm supposed to push up. Let's see. Still go up a little bit more. More frames. Go down here. Slide up a little more. Let's see. Too much movement on that last one. So keep it closer to where we started. It should hold a little bit tighter when it starts the move. There we go. And we'll delete this one. We don't need that extract this frame. And we'll do a little bit of lift off here as well. Just so we can get some movement and some change of shape in the hand. And a little bit in the fingers as well. Okay. Set that. Set that. Finger curl down a little bit. Thumb cup aim a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at that again. Kind of the camera angle that we're setting off to. The thumb seems really noticeable as it drags along here. So let's do a little less thumb curl there. Thumb cup. Just feels too noticeable. Still keep it. could definitely liven up the movement on the chest a little bit more. But I think overall, let's look at time, how we're looking on here. Yeah, we're coming up right on 1 hour, so I think that'll work for today. So let's take a look back at where we started. We were looking at Bernie Wrightson, and I pretty much did it the way I wanted to do it. I think that's a phenomenal quote. You know, once you understand the fundamentals, once you understand the basics and the important rules, then you know when it's appropriate to break them, when it's appropriate to use them, and then adding your own creative spark and trusting your instinct for you know, what's going to work and what appeals to your eye. Once you've honed it and really understand it, then I think that's the way to go. You know, trust your instincts, and it's when it's things that you're passionate about, you're going to push that extra little bit to get the great results. So that being said, thanks again for all the likes and subscribes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I hope you guys, like I said, learn something along the way, or at least get inspired to go off and create your own thing. And definitely feel free to comment down below. Let me know the things that you thought were successful in this shot, things that you would have done different. If you do end up using this rig to make an animation, definitely share it down below, along with whatever else you guys are creating every day as you're going through your journey. I'd love to see it, and show off all the great stuff you guys come up with. So that being said, I think that'll do it for today, and we will see you for some more animation tomorrow.